For questions 5 through 8, they're asking you about direct variation. And in your chapter 5 review slides, that starts on slide 19 with direct variation. So remember, direct variation is a simple relationship between two variables. For example, down here, if you look at this table, if you look at your x value, and then you look at your y values, you're trying to figure out what did they do to x to get to y. And in this case, they're multiplying our x values by 6. 1 times 6 gives us 6. 2 times 6 gives us 12. 3 times 6 gives us 18, and so on and so forth. So in this case, y equals 6x. We're multiplying our x number by 6 to get to y. That's a simple relationship. So for questions 5 and 6, you're just looking, anytime you see a plus or minus with a number, that takes out the simple equation. So in this case, 5 is yes, it is direct variation. And number 6 is no, it's not, because of that -2. Now, the next thing asks, if so, identify the constant of variation. The constant of variation is whatever number is with x. So in this case, 1/3 is that direct variation. Now, looking at 7 and 8, my suggestion for this is to do a table of values. So do your x values down here and y down here. And because I have a fraction, I want to go with like easy numbers. So I'm going to go with 3, 6, and 9, because 3 is in there. So I can multiply everything by 3, 6, and 9 to get my answer. So I'm going to plug in 3 into my equation. 3 times 1/3 gives me 1. 6 times 1/3 gives me 2. And then 9 times 1/3 gives me 3. So now I have a couple of values that I can mark on here. So for example, 3, I'm going to go over 3 up 1. Then I'm going to go over 6 up 2. And then I'm going to go over 9 up 3. And now I have a line that I can graph. For number 8, then, do the same thing. Come up with a table of values and plug in any numbers here. Because it's not a fraction, you can use any numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3. You can do 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to do for 7 and 8.